to Philly's own Matthias, aka Mr. 16 Bars. That's real hip hop.
We try to tell people that Philly is a special breed. They hate to see us on top, they hate to see us on, they hate to see us come up, they hate we on, they hate the moves that we make because it's made to break them. We give them knowledge on tracks and hope our words will save them. I guess it's hard to give props when you know you lesser, so we right on your heels. I hope you feel the pressure. Rappers taking a roll, my shoes are...
And welcome to this episode of Philly on the Rise. As you know, I'm your host, Michael W. Pleasant. We are now in West Philly at the offices of State Representative Morgan Cephas.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome to you to Philly on the Rise.
Yes, thank you for having me.
How are you this fine October? Not winter yet.
I know.
Fall morning.
No, it's good. I mean, the weather is crisp. I always feel like the city is at its most beautiful self in the fall because, you know, when you're up in this part of West Philadelphia, we are not that much of a concrete jungle. We actually have grass.
Some trees. Exactly. Go figure.
Yes. In the city, we do have trees, so you get to really experience autumn up here.
Yeah.
And you know, oftentimes I always say this. I feel like I'm forced in this new position to reintroduce people to this part of West Philadelphia.
Correct.
Because when you think of West Philly, what do you think of? University City,
right?
University
52nd and Market.
52nd and Market. Nobody tends to think of this part of West Philly that borders Montgomery County.
Yeah.
And you know, I really look at this district. I mean, I'm sure every elected says this, but I feel like I have the best district.
Okay.
But we are a gateway to so many different communities to the city of Philadelphia. Whether you are trying to experience our cultural institutions or go into Center City to, you know, go to work or to have a good time, we are, you know, we represent an area where people have to come through. So.
And you have gotten a lot done in this community since you took office in 2016.
Thank you for that. I'll take that.
There's a long list of initiatives that you have been able to help transform this area. So let's talk about some of those things.
Yeah, so one of the things that was really key for me is when I first got into office, I really wanted to take a deeper dive into, you know, what's happening. What are some of the issues? What are some of the concerns? I mean, when I came in on the campaign trail, of course, I was rallying for every issue imaginable. But then, you know, a mentor of mine told me, Morgan, you got to figure out what is it that your district really needs. And, you know, at the time during my first election, you know, there was the national conversation. Hillary was running, there was a lot of energy. But again, it was, you know, boots on the ground that was going to get me elected, keep me elected, and actually move the needle on some of the issues that we're dealing with in this district. So some of the things I really focused on was recognizing that my district is what we call a middle neighborhood.
A middle neighborhood.
A middle neighborhood.
Explain that concept of middle neighborhood.
And I'm going to give a plug. I stole this from Congressman Dwight Evans.
Okay.
And City Councilwoman Cheryl Parker. But essentially what it is, it's a neighborhood that's on the cusp of growth or decline. And it depends on what type of investments that you make, what type of quality of life investments, on neighborhood commercial corridors, what type of housing structure, how are you helping to maintain that housing structure? Because one of the things that you know about Philadelphia is a series of old neighborhoods.
Correct.
Different areas and different pockets in Philadelphia are experiencing development, but that is not my area.
Now, may I use the G word and say on the cusp? Is it on the cusp because of gentrification? Can I use the G word?
You can use the G word. We do not need to be afraid of the G word. So my district isn't necessarily going through gentrification. So what we have a lot of young families moving into the district, and I think it's one, because we have a strong housing stock. We have some neighborhood commercial quarters that are on the uptick. And it's almost like a neighborhood within a large city, I like to say, with the series of communities that I have. And so it's not gentrification, it's a series of families that represent mixed incomes. And I really firmly believe that we can have communities, we can build neighborhoods where we're not pushing out low-income residents, but we're having a mixture of middle class and low-income residents and being able to live together in one setting. We've seen, just within my first term, which is a 2-year term, we've had over 4,500 residents come through my office for constituent services, which is amazing. We also implemented mobile constituent services offices.
Now, does that mean that you actually take a van out and you kind of park the van? What do you mean by
we park the staff.
Okay, we park the staff.
We park the staff, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll take a laptop and some of the services offered in our office, and we will set up at a local library or set up at a local recreation center. So people don't necessarily have to travel directly to my office in order to get services. We've also hosted a series of events. My staff would kill me, but last year we hosted 28 events, and I was like, okay,
28 events.
We need to shrink it down
okay.
and get a little bit more focused.
And these events are for community members where they can come and they can...
Yeah, they can come, get some services, maybe get some entertainment depending on what we're having that day, but also mainly get some information and be able to meet and greet with their state rep. Because I want to be, again, as accessible as possible. I think oftentimes in this political climate, people begin to be apathetic because they can't reach and touch out to their elected official. And, you know, that's not what I want this office to be. So I make every point to get out as much as possible. So with events, we've had, you know, senior events. One big piece that we had this past summer, which was a huge success, was a fruits and vegetable voucher event where our seniors, the state gives them fruits and vegetable vouchers up to $20. And traditionally it would go into a senior center and seniors would be able to go there to retrieve that voucher. But my district doesn't have a traditional senior center. So we just set up in my office, and every time I hosted it, I literally had 100 seniors come out.
Coming in and throughout your office.
Coming in and throughout my office.
So this office is quite the happening place, actually.
I'm trying to make it happening. I'm trying to make it happening. You come in and grab a cup of Joe if you need, maybe some water, and, you know, find out if you have some money in the treasury department.
Understood. I think you're making it pop here with the offices of Morgan
I'm trying to. So we've had a series of events. One of our other big events is our annual district day, where we hosted our second one this year. And it's me, our state senator Vincent Hughes, and our city council person Curtis Jones Jr. And we all get together. We bring city, state, and federal services all into one venue. We try to grab you in with a concert and a major headline. Like this year we had Slick Rick and Brickwater. Last year we had Eve and the alumni group.
So you went old school.
We went completely old school. We went old school. I mean, it's definitely it's taken me on a kind of down memory lane.
Yeah, and that's the journey there.
I didn't know the alumni group until I actually attended the concert at my district day. Now I'm just like, man, rap is just all wrong right now.
There's been some changes in the hip hop game, 100%.
House Bill 1547 is extremely exciting and helping us to move the needle on a lot of issues that we're dealing with in the city of Philadelphia as a whole, but specifically in the 192nd. So with, you know, Congressman Evans and, you know, former state representative, now city council person Sherelle Parker, have been promoting the idea of middle neighborhoods. And these are neighborhoods that are essentially right on the cusp of going into the wrong direction. And the way that you continue to build these middle neighborhoods is by investing in our commercial corridors. And that's a lot of times where our stop and goes is on these commercial corridors. And, you know, it overlaps with, you know, just nuisance issues, you know, crime, violence, drug transactions and trafficking and things like that. And, you know, in an effort to really address those issues and to bring back these middle neighborhoods, House Bill 1547 definitely takes us into the right direction to do that. When it comes to, you know, my legislative priorities, one of the things, again, back to the quality of life issue, was doing some work around the stop and go issues. Are you familiar with stop and go? Yes.
Very familiar with stop and go.
In my district, in some areas, so my district is almost like a tale of two cities. On where we are and moving up towards City Avenue, you have houses going up for $500,000. But then when you go south of Lansdowne, you're dealing with roughly 44% of a poverty rate. Okay. And when you look at our neighborhood commercial corridors, they really have been decimated. A lot of vacancies, a lot of stores, I like to say, that would give my residents high diabetes.
Understood.
Health conditions. So you kind of get my drift.
Sure, yeah.
But on Lansdowne and on Market Street, I literally have a stop and go, 2 stop and goes per block.
So do you want to minimize the stop and goes or get rid of them altogether?
I want
because
to.
I need my Coke 45.
I get that. And I do not want to deprive you of your Coke 45.
Thank you very much.
I want to get rid of nuisance businesses. And some of the challenges with the stop and goes is that they're not abiding by the law. So they're required to have a certain amount of seating. If you think of a stop and go, they have a restaurant license and a liquor license. They're supposed to be operating like a Fridays, believe it or not. So you're literally supposed to be able to go in there, sit and have a meal, get a beverage, be able to go to the bathroom, be able to have a menu, be able to have a waiter. And I doubt that you're getting that with your Coke 45.
This is a true story.
Yes, you're not.
This is a very true story.
So, as a result, me working with a series of my colleagues, because one of the things that you recognize early on is that you cannot do anything by yourself up in here.
Correct.
We are a 203 motley gang in the House, and then we have 50 senators. So, collectively, the Philadelphia delegation was able to move legislation to allow for our state agencies to shut them down immediately if they're violating the laws. And since that legislation has passed, we've been able to, in my district, shut down 4 of them.
A tireless worker for her community, Morgan has received many awards and accolades from the city as well as many community groups.
And as we sit in your office, there are trophies, there are plaques, there are so many awards and accolades that you have received throughout the years. Which one has impacted you the most?
So, as much as I love the plaques, and of course like they're all stacked up all over the place, I gotta figure out where to put them. I think the best award that I've received is being reelected. It really speaks to the volume of my work, but also, and even more importantly, my staff's work. The fact that my staff is accessible, that I'm accessible, this office is accessible, that we are bringing attention to some of the things that are happening on the state level. One of the things that was extremely interesting was when I would have these mini town halls, is what I would call them. Really just information sessions, so people know what's happening up in Harrisburg, what's the pulse, because many people think that the only thing we do is potholes and lights, and I'm like, well,
there's so much more.
Technically it's city services, but I mean, we are a one-stop shop here, but they don't really know a lot about what the state does. So these town halls give us that, opportunity, and we really want our constituents to know that we're here for them and that we are working for them. But then also, if you have great ideas or if you don't want something in the community, we are listening and we will be, reactive. So I think that award alone speaks volumes as to the work of me and my staff, and that's the best one I got.
So born and bred here in West Philly, what does it mean for you to actually come back and serve some of the areas and constituents where you grew up?
It feels amazing. It feels amazing. I almost have to pinch myself every day that this is a reality for me. I know, again, growing up, what I experienced, we experienced gun violence. Walking to and from our elementary school, we were caught in, kind of like a gang shootout. So that is a reality, which is why addressing the gun violence issue is really a critical issue for me. I was that young person that had to travel an hour outside of my neighborhood in order to access a quality education. We did not have any, we didn't have a special admit high school in the area. The only one that we had, Overbrook High School. I didn't get accepted to Overbrook High School, so I had to go somewhere else. Okay. But literally had to travel all the way down to Borinali for Central High School to access a good
quality
education.
Yeah.
So that's a reality for some people.
Gotcha.
A lot of families actually. And I was also that student that couldn't read on grade level by the 3rd grade. So I was a Hooked on Phonics kid, if you remember Hooked on Phonics.
I remember Hooked on Phonics, and now look where you are now.
There you go.
So that passage experience, you were completely kind of
Yeah. And that should, your future shouldn't be dictated based on the zip code that you're raised in.
Correct.
Morgan Cephas serves as state rep in the same neighborhood where she grew up, and is living proof that anything can happen with hard work and dedication.
That real hip
special breed. They hate to see us on top, they hate to see us on, they hate to see us come up, they hate we on. They hate the moves that we make because it's made to break them. We give them knowledge on tracks and hope our words can save them. I guess it's hard to give props when you know you lesser, so we right on your heels, I hope you feel the pressure. Rappers faking a role, my shoes that never fit them. Before you come at a king, I let my soldiers get them. I'm from Philly where hot corners they turn chilly. Tight shirts with tight jeans, they never feel me. Young boys confused, they think I'm too preachy. Old head in the game and still rep my city. I'm from Philly where hot corners they turn chilly. Tight shirts with tight jeans, they never feel me.